Hey everybody, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood and I have an excuse to come out and be next to the ocean, and it's to do a PNN pop-up with you all. Just finished up a show with Kathy Beal a few minutes ago, and do check that out. She's going over the astrology and I'm asking questions, and it's in the stars. The fate of what's going to happen, it's all there. The basics. So, I'm in the same spot that I really love. I'm just a little bit lower because it's quite breezy. Still a little chilly, but it's nice. It's nice that it's chilly. I'm going to pull 3 cards about... I know, he's such an embarrassment. You all know who I'm talking about. He's just causing this country to go through so much humiliation. But I just want to keep in my mind anyway that the world leaders know that he's Putin's puppet. They just know. How could they not know? I was walking over here and I was thinking, Hillary in 2016 was saying you're Putin's puppet. Nancy Pelosi said all roads lead to Russia. Am I right? So they know. They know what they're dealing with. And so today, at the G7 summit, before it even began, he starts defending Putin on the world stage. What's that saying? If you're not mad, you're not paying attention? Yeah. Just gotta take deep breaths. It's tattooed on my arm, this too shall pass. Some things take longer than others. America needed to be awakened, and it's happening. You can't have a government by the people in which you don't participate, because we're all people. We're all the people. See if it's I think I can shed the glasses now. The sun's getting lower in the sky. So 3 cards about what, actually I think I'm just gonna ask the Pendulum, like, what's happening on the world stage? What is, I'm just gonna ask the question, did the world leaders know full well that he's just there to do Putin's bidding? Yeah, they really do. And I've heard other world leaders say it's not the American people that they're upset with. I mean, I know some are in the cult, but it is not the majority. And let me ask this. Does the majority of the world leaders know that Dumpy stole the election? Does the majority of them know? Okay, they don't, the majority of them don't know. Okay. Do the world leaders in NATO know that Dumpy stole the election? Yeah, so it's not, that's a very strong yes. So it's not a majority of the world leaders that know with great credibility that Dumpy cheated this time too, but all the NATO countries seem to know. Does Mark Rutte know? Very strong yes. Did Mark Rutte bring it up in any of the meetings he had with Dumpy? Yes, he did. That's interesting. Okay, so let's pull 3 cards about this G7 summit to read the general energy. And reminding you, it's Monday, so we have Psychic News Network live tonight. Tell your friends, we have a lot of fun. We need to have more fun nowadays. This spot that I'm in right now is called Stage 4 Park, and it is where the reenactment of the Battle of Bunker Hill will be happening this coming weekend on the summer solstice. I'm going to film as much of it as I can for you all. It's kind of an all-day event, so I can't get the whole thing, but I can get you some of it. So on the world stage at the G7 summit, what's going on. Dumpy is isolated. He's, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they said, "We're gonna have a meeting, but you need to stay outside." Now, I haven't really checked the news in the past couple hours, but how he's feeling at the G7 summit is completely ostracized. As the other countries that, you know, actually aren't as wealthy as, not as wealthy as America, but about to be. The other countries they're defending their economies. They're defending democracy. And the 9 of Wands, there's a lot that's going to get done at the G7 summit, but Trump is not included in that. And I have this sense that they're going about whatever's going on at the G7 summit. They're going about in their meetings and discussions without including Dumpy. But the funny thing about that is I feel like the United States of America in their minds hasn't been written off. I really do feel that. I feel like that the major world leaders in the EU and NATO especially, it brings me comfort to feel that they have not written off the United States of America. We're a great country. We're a great country. And we've been a great country for decades, and that doesn't get just tossed out. You know, what we have here, what's still possible for America. They haven't all written us off, so let's not, you know, get caught down that negative rabbit hole. All right. Now, I'm going to take a look at ICE. They're talking about increasing the raids. I told you that. I did read on that recently, and I read on ICE, and I saw Dumpy deploying more ICE agents. They're totally illegitimate. They're not really ICE agents. Let me see. What percentage of the ICE agents are legit? 10%? Interesting. About 10% of the ICE agents are legitimately ICE agents. Are the other 90%, are they mainly domestic terrorist groups? No, I've gotten that before. It's not mainly domestic terrorist groups. So I'll leave that there for the time being. I'm going to pull 3 cards on Elon because I think he's going to be back in the news soon. Okie dokie. I hope you're having a good Monday. It's really beautiful here, as you can see. That's why I bring you out here. 3 cards about Elon. What he's up to. Elon is in a maze in his mind. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to read this in code. So I'm reading about Elon. We haven't heard from him in a while. His mind is a maze. He's really self-absorbed. And I have a gun. And the gun symbolizes his, the trajectory that he's on of self-destruction. Kind of like the shooting yourself in the foot, you know, that idiom. And it's because his mind, mainly because his mind is such a maze, and the self, he's a narcissist, Elon is, and he's just shooting himself in the foot all over the place. He's ruining himself. And as a side note, I just want to say it's not the first time I have wondered if someone should do a mental health, like a wellness check on him. I don't think people do that. Think about all the celebrities like Michael Jackson, you know, like Elvis, who, because they were so wealthy, that they, you know, no one told them what to do. Is that what's going on with Elon, where he's really in trouble, but nobody wants to say anything? Yeah. I just got this new pendulum. I like it. Okay, we'll read on ice next. I think we'll read the Deviant Moon cards again about ice. Remember, everybody, this Saturday, summer solstice, and my members, I'm doing the members only psychic party on this Saturday night instead of next, because it's usually the last Saturday of the month. But since it falls on the solstice, we gotta get that solstice energy happening. To join, just hit the join button, or some people are telling me it shows up more as like see perks, so whatever you see there, click on it. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards about ice. Just what's going on with ice. Please hit the notification bell, because people are saying their notifications aren't happening. I know for me, if I wasn't reminded to watch certain channels, if I don't get reminders, I might just let them slip away. We don't want that. The light is going to be shown on what ice is up to. This is really going, there's a big reveal coming. Who they are and what they're doing. I've read on it before, and I got that a lot of these ice agents are from Russia. They must speak good English. But they don't say very much, really. They just have their masks on. I don't think they say very much. And the 8 of Pentacles, they are being investigated. The ice agents are being investigated behind the scenes. And the Queen of Swords, the truth will come out. This reminds me of Kamala. Remember, Kamala is a prosecutor, and Kamala didn't just like dissolve into the ethers, right? Kamala's still around. She's a prosecutor. She was the Attorney General in California. So ice, and especially that's the state that's being really pummeled by ice. And I think she's on it. I actually think we're going to hear something from Kamala regarding these ice raids. I do. And Dumpy's already done a taco. Dumpy's already done a taco. God, it's unbelievable. He's just a lost soul. He's done a taco and said, "Oh, we can't just be taking the migrants out of the fields and making it hard on the restaurants." And well, why'd you start in the first place? Duh. Before we go, let's just read on him. Just Dumpy in particular with the deck of character. While I'm pulling these 3 cards, I just want to let you all know that that I need to promote my business. So please go to psychicannetdion.com, because the business that I get from all of you is like supports that I can keep doing this. And it's a great reading. And I'm an awesome spiritual life coach. Okay, Dumpy. He's feeling really, I just mentioned the farmers, right? I'm reading on Dumpy. He's trying to get back in the good graces of the agricultural community, the farmers. But he's been thinking a lot about his death. Dumpy's been thinking a lot about his demise and his end. And he's doing a lot of caving. I actually feel like at the G7 summit, he was left out of the room. We'll find out more about that later, but I think Mark Carney had enough even before the meeting started, when Dumpy started defending Putin and whining about Putin. Why did you kick Putin out of the G8 summit? I would have been upset too. I know. I know. You can't make this stuff up. All right. We'll see you again really soon. Please check out Church of Spirituality from yesterday. If you need spiritual upliftment, you can find it all over my channel, and it's free. Do take donations. All right. We'll see you soon. Namaste. Hit the thumbs up. Bye.